Okay, this is part 2. We've made the gloss, and now we're going to fill it. I usually keep them in a container and I keep them upside down because, of course, that's where you fill them. Now, let's just say this. Let me put this back in here. A lot of people, when I first started, they wanted to use syringes. And you fill the syringe up and then you squirt it into the tubes. Cut the pipette and stick it on there. I don't do all that. I don't do that for several reasons. Because I was watching videos and watching and learning and trying to get an understanding, trying to find a better way, an easier way to fill my tubes. And I found it. So, for all of those who use syringes and they like to use syringes, okay. All right. Good for you. I don't do that. First, let's go over the tubes that I have. These are called the big boys. I love these tubes. These are the, I'm not fond of wand tubes, but this one right here, you see that right there? I mean, absolutely wonderful. It absorbs and it also is so soft. So then when you put the soft gloss on, it's even better. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So that goes in there. And here's my stoppers. You have to have stoppers that go in there. So then that's how it goes. Your tube, your stopper, and your lid. Okay, these are squeeze tubes. You get more out of squeeze tubes, but I love these tubes. I love those right there. Now, these tubes are new ones, so I'm going to learn how to use these while you guys are watching. And the easiest thing for me to do is when I put it in there, instead of using my pipette, because if you use a pipette, the pipette goes all the way down in there, and people just go back and forth. I ain't doing that. It's too much. If you put it in there and you squeeze until you get those tips in and open it up, it's going to go straight down inside there. I'm just not doing that extra stuff. It took too much of my time, and my time is a terrible thing to waste. These are the stoppers for those. And these are my lids. If you don't know, purple is my favorite color, and that's what I use. Let's do the clear one first, okay? Because I didn't have it upside down, I got to shake it so it'll go down there. Okay, remember I told y'all that I was going to put some roses in here? This is me filling this tube up. Now, a lot of people wonder why you cannot fill the tube all the way to the top. If you fill it all the way to the top, it's going to go overboard, and you're not going to... Look how clear that is. It got a few bubbles in it, but look how clear. Okay. I want to put some roses in it. Let me put this upside down because I'm getting ready to use it again, okay? Okay. These are the rose petals that I use right here. The roses do not come out on your lips, so don't let nobody tell you that they do. They don't. And if they're telling you that they do, they're lying. Okay, so what I want to do is put the petals in there beforehand. I can put it in there afterwards, just to put it at the top of it. But I want to make sure that I have some... So this is what's going to happen. See how I put some in here? Now, if I didn't do a whole bunch of the clear. So if I run out of clear, I can put some of that yellow in there and call it yellow rose. I mean, you know what I mean? You can always change the name as you go. So now my roses are down inside there. So what I want to do now is, because I want to make sure that the gloss gets down at the bottom, I want to go ahead and go in here and I want to stir. See how to make sure that it goes in there? That I'm getting it throughout the whole tube. So that's what you want to do to that. And I want to put some more roses in there. Just a couple. That's going to look so pretty inside there. But you got to understand, when you start adding stuff inside your glosses, it takes up space, so you don't have as much gloss. But it looks pretty. And a lot of people don't care. They don't mind that. See? I'm sorry, I was out of frame. See, I get caught up in this, and it's relaxing to me, and I know it's gonna sell. See how it goes? Because I didn't make, like I said, I didn't make a lot of the clear gloss. I wanted to make sure that I made the other glosses. A lot of people they don't understand the concept of you can't fill your tubes up because you don't want it to overflow. So then they think that you're cheating them out of gel, out of lip gloss. You're not cheating them out of lip gloss. You just can't fill it all the way up to the top. If you fill it all the way up to the top, you are not going to be able to get that stopper in there. And if that stopper pops out, you out of luck. You got to start it all over again. Now I'm going to keep this one for me. This is so pretty. Hey, girl. That one's going to be mine. Okay, so now let's do the... Okay, let me see if I got enough to do a squeeze tube. I'll just wait and let that set for a little bit. Now let's do the